For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen. On Friday night, the Cozad football boosters held their first induction ceremony of their new Hall of Fame. One of those inducted was former star Chris Dishman. And while he had many honors in his long playing career, he says this one means a lot.
Well, this definitely means a lot more than the other ones. I mean, high school football has always held a real special place in my heart. I don't know. I get the most asked question is, what's your favorite game you ever played in? Being in the NFL, being in Nebraska, state championships, and national championship games, and it always comes back to the state championship here, Cozad. That's by far the funnest game I ever played in, and I think it's because of my teammates. I played with people that I played in the back of church parking lots for so long, and then those are the ones you grew up with. When you get to college, you don't have that continuity like you do in high school, and when you get in pros, it's even worse. So to win it when we were here with those guys, that meant something special to me.
You guys had quite a group. I mean, it's kind of a progression, and then you got to the top, and then you found a way to fight your way through that ball.
Yeah, we did have a really good group. Our coaches were real great. Coach Atkinson was one that got inducted today. He was a big part of it. Coach Bonestill, Pinkelman. Me and Gene, the head coach there. I mean, we just had a really good group of coaches that led us. And I think, going back, I always tell people, people ask me, when did you know that you were going to be good? And I think my biggest thing was when I decided not to play for myself, not for stats. I looked, it's kind of funny today, I was driving to Kearney, and I stopped at a gas station, and I saw an old teammate, Clint Simons, and those are the guys I played for when I was in Cozad, the ones that weren't on the field. And that's what made me, I think, turned you into a good football player to a great football player. When you don't play for yourself, when you're playing for someone else that isn't on the field but made you better all week, and I've kind of just ran with that even when I went to college and stuff, and just never ever, played for myself. I always played for my mom, my kids, my grandpa, my dad, my late wife, I played for them. I never played for myself, and I never cared about stats, and I think that always made me feel like I had to prove to them that I was good enough, and I didn't care about proving it to myself, so I had a lot of people there. And then when I went to Nebraska, I played for Cozad. I played for this town because they meant so much to me when I was here, so and that's the reason I played well. When I played down there, that's what I played for.
You accomplished so much. Did it ever strike you that here's a kid from Cozad, doing it for the Huskers and playing in the NFL?
Yeah, it's always looking back and you think, oh my gosh, it definitely was a dream of mine when I was in third or fourth grade. I remember drawing the picture saying I'm going to go play in the NFL and be a farmer, and those are the two dreams I wanted to be. And to look back and to actually accomplish something like that, it was a dream, a dream, and for the most part it was a pipe dream. But I always believed I could. There was times definitely in Nebraska when I was going with Will Shields, Zach Wiegerts, and Sty. Those guys man, I'll never see the field because these guys are way too good. But when the opportunity came for me to get up there and play, I was able to be surrounded by great players that made me look good too. So
That was former Haymaker star Chris Dishman. Once again, the boosters plan to make this an annual event, hosting their Hall of Fame ceremony each July. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen.